It is a profound privilege to be the first speaker of the Knesset in 26 years to visit Japan. With me on this delegation, members of Knesset Boaz Bismuth, chairperson of the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee representing the coalition, and Mirav Ben-Ari, the whip of the opposition, majority whip, the minority whip, representing the opposition, both co-chair the Interparliamentary Friendship Group between Israel and Japan. We are here today on behalf of the Knesset and the people of Israel to reaffirm the vital bond between our nations. On this, there is no coalition and opposition in Israel. And we have also gathered to give voice to a young man who cherishes Japan, who dreamed of walking in its streets, yet has endured nearly 2 years in brutal Hamas captivity, Guy Gilbוע-דלאל. With us are his father, Ilan, and his brother, Gal, which you will shortly hear from. Guy was preparing for the journey he had dreamed of since childhood, to visit Japan, to experience the culture that inspired him so deeply. He taught himself to read, write, and speak Japanese. But it all stopped on October 7th. That day, which will go down in history as the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust, resulted in the hideous slaughter of 1,200 innocent Israelis by Hamas. They murdered, butchered, burned, raped, and kidnapped. Live streaming images so diabolical that words still fail us. Guy's childhood friend, Eviatar David, was kidnapped alongside him. Weeks ago, Hamas released a video of Eviatar, skeletal and starved, compelled to dig his own grave. I know that some in Japan are concerned about the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Let me reassure you, Israel has done its utmost to protect civilians and entered over 2 million tons of humanitarian aid since the beginning of the war, more than any military in the history of warfare. The only deliberate starvation in the Gaza Strip is the one our hostages are suffering. Please look at Eviatar's face. Hollow cheeks, sunken eyes, a body wasting away by deliberate starvation. Focus on his hand, skin and bones. See the difference between his hand and the healthy hand of the terrorist giving him the can of beans. And please tell me, who of the two suffers from starvation? Hamas does not only spread lies, they do everything to endanger civilians, weaponizing misery by looting aid shipments, blocking their distribution, and fighting from behind human shields. The war in Gaza is not a border dispute, and Israel's seven-front war from Yemen to Iran is not a regional conflict. This is the global struggle of our age. The forces of radicalism, extremism, and fundamentalism against those of freedom, liberty, and democracy, which in our region Israel represents. In this struggle, alliances cannot depend on interests. They must be built on values. Israel is fighting the free world's battle, and it is here that our nations must stand united. Israel and Japan are kindred nations, ancient civilizations, yet innovators of the modern age. Both endured devastation yet rose to become builders, creators, and powerhouse of human achievement. Both faced ruthless regional adversaries, yet forged thriving democracies. On opposite ends of Asia, we stand guard together on liberty's front line. Our solidarity has shone even in the darkest hours. During the Holocaust, Japanese diplomat Chiune Sugihara saved thousands of Jews. We shall never forget that. After the great East Japan earthquake and the Noto earthquake, Israel was the first to stand by Japan. We call on Japan to continue and stand by Israel. Rewarding terror with recognition of statehood will not progress peace. On the contrary, it sends a dangerous message to terrorist organizations throughout the world that mass murder advances a cause, that terror turns a profit, and that evil yields results. This is not the time for weak leadership. Weak leaders who say they will recognize a so-called Palestinian state following the October 7th massacre are modern-day appeasers. Appeasement has been tried and tried again. The lesson always is the same. Those who indulge the beast of terror are bound to become its prey. And make no mistake, if Hamas is praising you, it means you're helping their cause. Yes, even if you use the lip service of condemning them. And eventually, Hamas will bite the hand that feeds it. My friends, 73 years have passed since Israel and Japan established diplomatic ties. Direct flights now connect us. Israeli innovations shine at the World's Expo in Osaka. Our nations are united by a commitment to excellence, a devotion to learning, and a deep sense of responsibility to the world. Together, let us commit to fight for a future where no parent waits in anguish for a child to return from the terror tunnels in Gaza or the dungeons of Pyongyang. Let us stand united against the Hamas, North Korea, the Ayatollah regime of Iran, and all forms of terror. Let us fight together for peace, and let peace prevail. Thank you.